All right, everyone, it's an exciting day. We've arrived at Loki Season 2. So many of you have been eagerly and patiently waiting for me to get to this point. Thank you so much for coming back and checking out these reactions. And if you are new here, hello, my name is Kale. My MCU journey has been going on for over 2.5 years now, and if you've missed any of my reactions, click up here. I have not yet skipped anything. I don't intend to skip anything. So if you want a full first-time Marvel experience, that playlist will get you covered. And then if you're interested in more Marvel, I'm reacting to all of the non-phase stuff over on my Patreon. Links as always, description, pinned comment, and my website as well. Anyway, Loki Season 1 was a long time ago. Admittedly, I was like, I know I need to watch a recap video. So big shout out to Man of Recaps, who has an amazing 6.5 minute long video covering Season 1, and he pretty much hit everything. So where we left off, Sylvie killed the man running the TVA, who didn't have the greatest last lines to say to her. So is Sylvie taking over? I don't know. She sent Loki to an alternate timeline where Mobius has no idea who he is, and an alternate version of that He Who Remains man is running the show. Those are pretty much the two big points of where we left off. So I'm very eager to see what is in store for Season 2. So many of you consider this one of your favorites out of everything MCU, so I'm very excited to dive into it. This is something new though. I have all 6 reactions in this video. Normally I split it and do 3 and 3, but not today. I figured, you know what, let's try a Season 2 binge video instead. So this video is a lot longer than my norm, but as always, everything is timestamped below. Don't feel pressured to watch this entire video in one sitting. If you want to watch the first couple, come back later. That's totally fine. But yeah, we'll try this out and see how it goes. And if you like the binge style of video where everything is all in one, then let me know, and maybe I'll do that for the coming shows. Because we still have more shows in Phase 5, do we not? Yes, we have What If Season 2, which I'm so excited for. Oh my gosh, can't even explain. We have Echo, Agatha All Along, of course, What If Season 3, and then, of course, Daredevil Born Again, which I may have to... So I've only watched Daredevil Season 1 and 2. Daredevil Season 3, because I'm watching those shows in like a timeline order so that I bounce around everything a bunch. I may have to adjust my watch order though to make sure Season 3 is watched before I get into Daredevil Born Again. I will think about that when the time comes. Anyway, I don't have anything else left to say, aside from the typical Patreon plug. Hello. If you love what I do here and you want to get full-length watch-alongs, early access, poll access, access to a buttload of exclusive reactions that I just don't have the time or money to edit for YouTube quite yet, visit the Patreon. Links, as always, down below. I'll also make a quick mention that if you're someone that just wants to get the files of my reactions and you don't really care for the community aspect or polls or whatever over on Patreon, I do have all my TV show reactions up for direct purchase. I will link that in the description as well. All right, blah, 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 blah. All that's done. Let's go ahead and start with episode 1, which is called Ouroboros. All right, let's get into it.
The all-knowing timekeepers emerged, creating and organizing the sacred...
Oh yeah, and the timekeepers were freaking robots, like androids.
Take it easy. What division are you from?
What are you talking about?
Who are you? What's your name?
One thing I need to remember.
Boots on the ground now, archives.
Yeah. Because isn't this Kang, like Kang's actor? I'm remembering Quantumania and how that all went. Great music to kick this off. Wow. Also, this place is crazy.
I don't know you.
Oh. Oh God. That was really ballsy of him. Oh my God. She just died. She'll be fine. Okay. Oh wait, she's still okay. In the background there, I saw she drove away.
Have we met each other? Casey, help me. Do you remember me?
No. Or
I got him. I got the intruder.
oh yeah. Okay. Hello? What was that?
I'm being pulled from... Wait, no.
Has it always been there?
The crack? It's been there as long as I can remember.
Always in the past.
Oh.
3. So Loki?
Damn. This isn't good. He's not staying in a time long enough to be able to have a chance at figuring things out.
We tell the people of the TVA the truth about this place.
And you think people are gonna be ready to hear that?
What other choice do you have, though, really?
Everything you've been doing is wrong, and all your gods are dead. How are people gonna take that?
Loki was just here looking for you.
Loki's here?
Oh,
He was, and then he disappeared.
I don't understand.
okay. Good. Okay.
Can I help you with something, X5?
Is this on the sacred timeline? One of these calling your name, Mobius?
I don't know about calling. You know, the funny thing about jet skis, everyone thinks that it's a personal watercraft, and it's actually a brand. Same way Kleenex is.
Back again, and they just left. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is so disorienting for Loki.
Okay, they probably heard the rumors.
Seriously.
What is that?
I don't know. What's the mood like in there?
Doesn't even say anything. Hurry. Oh no, he's in a different time again? Different timeline. Great shot. Love this imagery.
You're all variants. Everyone who works at the TVA. Timekeepers didn't create you, they kidnapped you from the timeline.
Oh hey, it's the actress that played Liza in Game of Thrones.
I will be proud to lead with you. Thank you for being on my team.
Always.
Professor Renslayer, you are quite a marvel.
Oh boy.
Renslayer had a life on the timeline.
On the record, 15.
To hell with the record. You had a life on the timeline. And so did you.
Are you seeing this? Robot head on the table? This changes everything.
This changes nothing. We won't let the timeline branch. I'm sorry, Hunter. If we don't protect it, what on earth are you suggesting?
Protect? Is that what you think we've been doing? There are people with lives on those branches, and we have committed atrocities every time we prune one.
Atrocities?
Yes.
This is a pretty complicated situation.
The TVA has to change. We can't go back to pruning those branches.
I can do anything. Tell the TVA to stop pruning, effective immediately.
Nice. Okay. Hi.
Mobius, you know me. Hey, help me. Hey,
What just happened?
just a moment ago you didn't know. No.
Stop. Damn. All right. Yeah, him.
That's who built this place. That's who stole your lives. That's who's coming back. She was going to kill him.
Sylvie?
Mobius,
Sylvie?
yes.
Where is she?
I don't know.
She did. Well, that version at least.
Timekeepers are fake, but their warnings were real.
My reaction exactly.
We need to know what happened at the end of time. Find Sylvie. She's the reason we're in this mess.
What does he want with Sylvie?
Docs, don't worry about it. Are you okay?
I hope Loki is like here now and he doesn't keep moving.
We got to the man at the end of time, and he made sense. We thought it was about freeing the timeline, but that brings only more malevolence, more violence. You came to kill the devil. But maybe he wasn't. She was convinced he was.
He could have been the good one out of all of them, right?
Everything he was doing, the pruning, the preservation of the sacred timeline, it was about preventing more of him. There was no simple choice. There was no other way. He built this place.
No, how would I not remember that?
Because he wiped your memories.
You have to explain to me exactly how did you just appear?
I was in the past.
Time doesn't work
But
like
it
that
does
here.
now because it's happening to me.
It's impossible.
It's possible,
No,
Mobius.
it's not.
Oh, and goodbye again. And we're back.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. What is it? How does it look?
It looks
Looks uncomfortable.
It's not that bad.
really. I mean, it look. They call this minutes. What?
You can't trust her. She was there with him at the end of time.
She was, yes.
We should be dealing with a bigger problem here. He who remains.
I understand, and we'll get to that. In order to do that, I need a Loki to remain. So we need to address the fact that you keep disappearing.
Time.
You You just disappeared. I know. And I can't keep looking at it.
It does look pretty. The visual effects on it are really well done, I think. It's more like stretching.
It's not that bad. I can handle it.
How does it look?
Oh, this poor girl. Minimize chit-chat in the cafeteria, please. Limit your lunch break to 17 minutes. I hate that. 30 minutes was never enough time back when I worked corporate.
He who remains. Pretty arrogant. It's like calling yourself last man standing.
Is it arrogant if you can back it up?
Well, can he back it up?
Yeah. Imagine $1 million on them.
I'd rather not.
Well, then we got to get to work.
It's been a while since I've been down here.
Cool room.
Oh, hey. Welcome to RNA.
In the right place. We have a little bit of a situation we want to...
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Great to see you again.
I want to introduce you to...
What's your name?
I'm Ouroboros.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Ouroboros.
But he calls me OB.
Yeah,
That's it.
I call him OB. That's like a nickname I have.
How long has it been?
Could it be 3 or 4?
400 years.
Wow.
Believe it or not, he was my last visitor.
Wait, what? Wow. This man's been alone for 400 years? That makes me so sad. He's got a great attitude, though.
OB, we just have a quick question for you.
This room looks so cool.
Time slipping.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
Can you fix that?
No, it's impossible to time slip in the TVA.
I know, but we just saw it happen.
I'm having trouble reconciling that.
Ouroboros, may I call you OB?
OB? I like that. Do I know you?
Oh, man.
I've been pulled through different times.
Well,
in the
the spray
TVA.
machine.
That in the TVA.
It's impossible to time slip in the TVA.
But you just saw it happen.
Yeah, I'm having trouble reconciling that. But it must have been something else because I've never seen anything close to that happen before. Wait,
Yeah, I was just about to say.
a long time ago he came to me complaining about time slipping.
Is he talking to you in the past and you're just now remembering it?
Wow, that makes perfect sense. It sure would be more convenient if we were having this conversation in the future and this were the past.
We were. This is the... Never mind. OB, look, for the sake of argument, if it were possible to time slip in the TVA, how might one remedy that?
A temporal aura extractor.
Do you have one of those?
I do not. I got it. One temporal aura extractor.
Great. Can you hold on to that until my friend Mobius drops by?
No. Wait,
Yeah, you put it somewhere.
I actually do have an extractor here.
Not it being right beside him.
You need to get to the temporal loom so the extractor can pull Loki directly out of the time stream. If you spend too long in it, that kind of temporal energy will peel the skin right off you. Not too bad compared to what Loki has to do.
Violently rip myself from every thread of time and space. All at once.
boy.
That means prune yourself.
Why?
The extractor will pull you into the present.
Of course. And then if it doesn't do that?
Well,
you're
have you
fucked.
heard about how if you fall into a black hole, you turn into spaghetti? The less you know about that, the better.
Damn it! What, you'd rather be atomically disassembled than never reassembled
Then to
again?
have your skin ripped off?
Yes, then at least you get to live.
Live? What's the quality of life with no skin?
There has to be another way.
I've been doing that all day.
No, it's not the lamp. We're having power surges all through the TVA.
What did you say?
What does that mean? OB, what does that mean?
The branching is overloading the temporal loom. It's in the TVA guidebook.
The what?
There's one on every desk at the TVA. It's a detailed index of every mechanical classification and maintenance routine in each sector, on each device, and inside every computer.
I'm surprised the book is not bigger. It's a pretty tiny book for all of that.
I wrote it myself.
Oh dear. That was a creature. It sounds like a creature, kinda.
The temporal loom is the heart of the TVA. It's where raw time is refined into physical timeline.
Oh.
And it's not constructed to weave together so many new branches. So it's overloading.
Cool.
It is a disaster. Miss Minutes took care of everything. I just ran diagnostics every few hundred years. We need to prune those extra branches.
That means the death of countless people.
Now we need to close the blast doors to protect the TVA. Once those doors close, we won't be able to resync you. So it's now or never. Now! Wait! It's now, but now isn't for a little bit. But first, Mobius, to fix Loki's time slipping, you'll go out there and launch the extractor, prune yourself within moments after this turns green. Green means prune. If you're too late, you will be lost to time forever.
No pressure.
You've got about an hour.
Oh, gosh.
You've got about 5 minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna get everything ready.
Docs and her crew are raiding the armory.
They're going after Sylvie. That's their only lead.
I'll handle Docs. Good luck.
When I use this thing, I might not make it.
Oh, crap.
You'll make it back.
So how does it look through these windows? Oh, you like can't even see it. Okay, future.
It's the future.
Yep.
Once these doors open, the temporal radiation will start aging away your suit. And hoof it back to the moment I tell you to.
Well, how the hell am I gonna hoof it in this?
You got to.
That is a very bulky suit.
Is this cracked?
Nothing a little duct tape won't fix. Ugh. Get why the suit's so bulky now. This is crazy. Does it work if he's here, though? That didn't sound good.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Give him more time. He can still make it.
You have 30 seconds. 5, 4.
See, about to see just the music right now. Kind of is like...
Not yet! Give him more time!
I can't.
No. There is nothing you can do for him.
No.
There you are.
Phew.
We need to find Sylvie.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, phew. My brain was spinning like, how do we have 5 episodes still to go if Loki doesn't make it back?
All this for Sylvie?
No, dear. Damn, that episode flew. Okay, do we get... We do. All right. Admittedly, I got used to Secret Invasion not having any like post-credit scenes, so which was really nice actually. (1982) in Oklahoma in a branch timeline. Oh, a McDonald's.
I want to try everything.
Okay. Cool. That was the last one, right? There's no more. Okay, good. All right. Interesting start so far to season 2. I truly believed that Loki wasn't coming back and that we were somehow going to be following Loki lost in time. But nope, that is not the case. But we do need to find Sylvie for sure. I just feel like it's so difficult to do that. Like with all these branch timelines, with how many there are, and then within each timeline you have a number of years and locations and places. Like, gosh, it would feel really difficult to try and find someone with the loom doing what it's doing, which, by the way, really love the visuals of that. Really enjoy how they presented that to us with this room and then with Mobius and this giant like spacesuit thing. Loom suit, I guess we would call it. Anyway, visual effects on Loki time slipping, super fun. Kie Kwan, I think is his name, being in this, so fun. I'm so happy. I hope that Obi is a regular character throughout all these episodes, someone that we can trust on, rely on. Crossing my fingers. I just love him. If you've not seen my reaction to Everything Everywhere All at Once, would definitely recommend that. I love that movie a lot. And yeah, good start, I think. I'm excited for what's to come from this. And because of the Jonathan Majors stuff that happened, like, if I remember correctly, I think those of you were saying, like, obviously there were plans for him after things, but they had to, switch things up. And so it seems like despite that, y'all still loved what they did for season 2 of the show. Kind of the end, the last like half of this episode definitely does feel like because obviously it kind of had to be addressed in the first half of this episode, but it does feel like we're moving away from him being like the problem that's going on right now. So, I mean, he was the one that started it, but it doesn't really feel like we actually are needing to worry about other versions of him, and that just the overall Looms stuff is kind of like what needs to be fixed and sorted out. So at least that's what it feels like. Obviously I have no idea what's to come, and I'm so bad at predicting this type of story because it's just so like, when it comes to the multiverse and all these branching timelines and stuff, I mean, theoretically anything can happen. So to try and, I don't know, guess what may be coming, I have no idea. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy this. I'm so excited. I'm happy to be back with Loki and Sylvie and Mobius and B2, 12, Hunter. Anyway, all the people we know and love. I'm looking forward to more. I think this is a fun start. With that, I'm not gonna blab on anymore. Probably what I'll do, because these are all gonna be in one video for the YouTube edit, is I'll keep these reviews probably nice and short in general for each episode, and then at the very end of this video is where we can kind of reflect on the whole season, and I'll probably talk a lot more and refer back to some earlier things, but really get out the bulk of my thoughts there. So that's just my initial thoughts from this episode. I'm very, very excited to get into the next one. The next one is called Breaking Brad. Oh my God. My initial thought is obviously Breaking Bad, which I'm uploading reactions to right now, by the way. If you've missed any of those, got a playlist, click up here. Yeah, let's see what this episode has in store.
Thoughts?
London 70s. And we're on the Sacred timeline. I'm really appreciating the labels so far. Thank you, show.
Well, if the temp had went darkness, she found him first.
Yeah, I don't disagree. With Dox and X5 not responding, it's our only lead.
Oh. So this is his, so we're on the Sacred timeline, so this is his.
X5 is an actor now?
Or he's undercover.
Well, yeah, because they're all variants in the, or no, Sacred timeline. They had their memories wiped. Yes. So this is what he was before the TVA stuff.
What are you doing down here?
Hi. I'm actually really glad to see you both. I need to catch you guys up on what's going on here, but we'll do whiskeys.
It's okay to have a drink while we're down here, because we're still working.
Is he running now?
He is running.
Okay, so, okay, I understand.
Your autograph?
Anything for... Hey! Oh. You okay? Come on, Mobius! You're gonna ruin my life here!
Your life here?
Nice. Does he even know where he's running to? No.
Did you really think you could outrun me?
Yeah. Back up!
So unsophisticated, X5.
Of course. We're with the magic and fight fair! Oh, shit.
It's not a fair fight.
Less is enough. Oh. The shadow Lokis.
I didn't do anything wrong.
A little over the top, don't you think, all the shadow play?
I thought it was spot on.
That was fun.
Suits you.
You must love this.
Quietly is not his strong suit, but he will talk once he's had time to marinate. Have OB check it out.
Yes. OB the MVP.
How are things going?
Well, the loom is in rough shape, but I'm trying to figure out a retrofit device to handle all those new branches. Interesting. Do you think this is a higher priority than preventing a temporal meltdown? Everything you need to know about this, I wrote about it in here.
Renslayer killed C-20, attempted to kill Mobius, threw me in time jail, and tried to take over the TVA. Why would tracking her tempad be a secret?
Right. But no hits. And with all the extra branches, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
That's what I'm saying.
Renslayer erased the data from her tempad, but I was able to piece together who sent the last message. Miss Minutes is helping Renslayer.
What? When I was in the past, I heard something, an old conversation between Renslayer and He Who Remains.
Yeah.
It sounded like they were partners.
She really is full of surprises.
She is.
Say that again. Where are they?
Not sure, but I'll keep searching.
X5 says it somehow blocks TVA tracking.
That's not what it does.
What does it do?
Haven't you read the TVA guidebook?
I'm trying to.
I haven't memorized it, but...
That's where we'll start with X5.
Let's take a run at Brad Wolf.
Let's take a big run at him.
Oh, I love the sets in this show so much. Love the retro vibes and colors.
Weren't you the one blabbering on and on about how we all had lives on the timeline? Well, I went down and got my life. What exactly are you mad at me about?
There are lives at stake.
Oh, you have got some nerve. Everyone here knows what you're doing, you know. You're just trying to make up for all the terrible, awful shit you've done in your life.
It's riveting.
Everything you and Sylvie have ever done to try to help has only ever made it worse. You're the problem every time we've ever found a you. So it doesn't matter what outfit you put on, play dress up, or what little lies you tell your friends, or even the lies you tell yourself. You just make everything worse for B-15, for your mother. You lose.
Oh dear, Loki.
You're a loser.
Loki.
You're a villain.
Damn. But without him, they wouldn't have found out the truth. So is it better to like live obliviously and be happy? Or, I don't know, hard question.
Yeah, maybe that is who I am. Always have been. Always will be.
I don't think you're a loser.
Perhaps I've just been waiting for a moment like this so I can do terrible, awful things to you. Where is Sylvie?
You're way too obsessed with her. He needs therapy.
Oh, Jesus.
I got a little tense.
It did.
I mean, who even are you on the timeline? Do you know?
Doesn't matter.
I think it does matter because none of this is real. The TVA is not your real home. Do you have any idea what kind of life you might have left behind?
Are we gonna get to see that? I kind of hope so.
You know they took our lives and you're still here. Mobius. And until you do, you're nothing. You're a
Nowhere man. You're a silly little man. Silly little.
Yes.
Brad's a dick. But he did spit facts at some points throughout that.
Seems like he got under your skin.
Nope, he didn't get under my skin. He got under your skin.
I've never seen you like this before.
Seen me like what?
It's okay, I'm not judging.
Feels like you are. Where are we?
I was following you.
No, I was following you.
You were in front.
How about a slice of pie?
Key lime.
Okay, great.
Not all the labels for pies. Pies.
It's really good.
It is.
Listen, that wasn't tactical. I lost it.
Yes, you did.
Tried to use the Mind Stone on Tony Stark. It didn't work. So I threw him off the building. Wasn't tactical.
Yeah.
I lost it. Sometimes our emotions get the better of us.
You can say that again.
Yeah, it's only human.
You never wanted to visit your place on the timeline?
He's definitely thought about it.
Not really, because it's not my life. I'd like to thank the guy who kidnapped me and brought me here.
If you never look, you'll never know.
The TVA is the only life I've ever known.
And really, your life on the sacred, like, maybe he wasn't doing well before.
Something bad I can handle. What if it's something good?
Oh,
you think I want to have that rattling around
fair.
in here? Of course not. So
I wonder if his curiosity will get stronger, though.
X5 is going to talk. We just have to find the way in. Does it really make sense that he could spend all that time down there and not find Sylvie?
How long was he gone?
If he found her and walked away, and she didn't know he found her. That's the only way that makes sense.
But maybe didn't turn her in. Now we just have to find a way to get him to admit it. Well, come on, you're the god of mischief.
Invalid temporal aura.
Where's B-15?
He's not going to be attending this session.
B-15. I think I said B2 and B12. I'm so sorry.
Because you're a tough nut to crack, you've left us no choice but to kind of ramp.
Mobius, controller.
Okay, we can't start the festivities without that little baby. Stand by.
Shouldn't one of you stay? In case he starts messing with this mission. Oh, okay, Loki, thank you. Is there actually a controller? Probably not.
Hey, open up.
Uh-oh.
There is actually one other option.
No! No!
You sniffed us out, Brad.
That thing does not work without the controller, though, so...
It's probably not what he...
What are you gonna do?
Oh, he has it already.
Did you find Sylvie? And if you did, where is she? I'm a villain. Remember?
No! Loki? Hey!
Oh no, Mobius.
Earlier, I said some really hurtful things.
What does this one do?
Oh gosh.
Loki, turn it
But if he
off.
does, then
Let
you're
me
stuck
try
in the
this.
box,
Let me
aren't
try
you?
this.
Oh gosh.
I don't know where Dox and the others are. Okay? Have some perspective on yourself.
Ooh.
I swear, I don't know where they are.
Brad, you're so convincing.
We are breaking Brad.
I was supposed to go look for Sylvie, but then I bailed, okay? I bailed.
You and Dox, I don't buy it.
None of this is real!
Well, if none of this is real, I guess you aren't either.
You are not giving him much space in here. Oh my gosh.
I'll tell you where she is!
That's brutal.
She has a new life!
That's brutal.
There we go. Got there in the end.
Does he though, or did he just say that? Well, he probably does know.
She's on a branch.
He knows where Sylvie is.
See? A little bit of mischief.
Only as good as your plan.
Thank you.
You're telling me that was
a hell of a performance.
All right, if I tell you where she is, are you gonna let me go?
You're gonna show us.
All right.
Hey, OB, this is Casey. I thought I could help.
Oh, hey, nice to meet you. We're all gonna die. The blast doors won't open.
Did you try the C12 bypass pathway?
That won't work.
Oh no.
Are you sure?
Of course. I wrote it.
You're Ouroboros?
Yes.
You wrote the TVA guidebook.
You've read it?
Read it.
He's meeting his icon.
The containment doors are locked, and only the person who designed it can open it with a live scan of his temporal aura.
He who remains.
And he's dead.
Oh.
So without Miss Minutes to help us override the lock, we're stuck.
So we have to
Oh, dear.
convince a rogue artificial intelligence to come back to work?
I'll build the device, but you need to find a way in or it won't matter.
If she's here, I have to find out what she knows.
This feels tense.
Yes.
I'm not going anywhere until I get some apple pie.
Yes. Man loves his pie.
Hi. Listen, I haven't got all day. Are you gonna order something? Or what?
Can we talk?
My break's in 5 minutes.
I love this like old school McDonald's.
I haven't come here to make trouble.
Then why are you here?
I've been pulled through time. I was in the future, and I saw you. The TVA is in danger, and you were there. I need to know why.
So you see the future now. Cool. I have no intention of going back there.
Well, not now you don't, but...
Enchant me. You can see what I saw.
I don't want to see it. I want nothing to do with this. I have no answers for you.
Sylvie, if you and I don't work together on this, I can't guarantee
you
that in
have
the long
some
run
nerve
any of this will
coming
be
here with
here.
your TVA
No.
bullshit.
Oh, boy.
This is bigger than the
Sylvie.
TVA. This is about everything. You like it here?
I want you back working together.
The TVA is the only defense. Then there's nothing that stands between this world and utter destruction. Without the TVA, all of this, everything, is gone.
I thought you were setting us up for an ambush. Hell, you were just setting us up for a great meal.
What is happening right now? It's like they're going over every detail of their relationship.
You can't even hear them talk, just...
There's a lot to unpack when you're basically in a relationship with yourself. Yeah. They say opposites attract. No.
What is this?
You're like a broken record. It's like, get me back to the sacred timeline. It's like, although now it's just get me out of here, which is this a setup? Hey. Hey.
Nothing.
Uh-oh.
His variants, what are you gonna do?
Kill him.
If we stay here, we're all gonna die. They're gonna die. Orange shirt, she's gonna die. Gone! Unless we...
All this for Sylvie?
I don't buy it.
They're going to bomb every branch.
Yeah, including this one.
Okay, so now she's on board.
Targets are popping up all over the branches.
We need to know where this attack is coming from.
Docs wasn't looking for Sylvie. She's gonna prune all the new branches.
She's gonna kill them all.
Where are we now?
They've pruned 30% of the branches. Is Mobius on the ground yet?
Mobius?
Man, this like really picked up all of a sudden.
That's how they're bombing all the timelines at once. They're all connected to that central control panel.
Our mission is compromised!
Oh, brutal.
They're too late! Finish it!
Love Sylvie's outfit too.
Don't overthink it.
Sweet.
You should come back.
Loki, we need to go.
Sylvie's staying? Sylvie's staying. Oh, never mind.
I got a hit on Renslayer's temp pad.
Sylvie,
Is this the best you lot can do?
there was nothing we could do.
The TVA is the problem. It's broken. It's rotten. I'm going home. If it's still there.
Please don't. It's harder to stay.
Man, oh man, oh man. Complicated, but good. I guess I should check if we have a... Oh, we don't after this one. Okay, my bad. All right, episode 2. Not a bad episode. I feel like I really enjoyed the moments with like Loki and Mobius. That pie scene was really great. I really enjoyed the conversation that they had during that. It was great for Loki and Sylvie to kind of get reunited, and then she like came back to help, but then now she's gone again. But we know that she is back in the TVA in the future. I don't know what to make of that quite yet. It's very interesting watching the TVA kind of struggle now, because you've got like Docs and crew who are still operating with the original TVA goals, which was to prevent branches, period, all of the time, versus the TVA people that understand that everything is fake and that there are variants, and pruning branches of timeline is killing real, legitimate people. And the number would be an unquantifiable amount because there can be infinite branches, and we all know that every timeline would have billions of people, so it's literally trillions and whatever the next level and next anyway. It's crazy to think about. So now we've got this like internal conflict going on with the TVA. The Breaking Brad part of this was a lot of fun. I do kind of feel like it was a little bit stretched out though, and took up a little bit too much runtime. And also, I don't understand the setup. Like, I know that Loki and Mobius were like, they had planned to do how it played out to get Brad to crack, but Brad could have just walked over to the door and opened it. Like, if they were, I don't know, the prison room doesn't make sense. Why would it be locked from the inside? Anyway, I didn't mention that in the moment because I just wanted to see it for what it was. But thinking back on it, I'm like, that doesn't. Anyway, I'm just gonna suspend disbelief on that on that, and just enjoy it for what it was. But yeah, I do feel like that stuff did take a bit long. Like, I know the episode is called Breaking Brad and that was the point, but I do feel like it just kind of took up a lot of time. The last little bit of this episode I did feel like was a little bit rushed as well. I can't help but feel like we jumped time a little bit from the end of episode 1 to this episode. I don't know if anyone else feels that way or if that was the point, but yeah, I am really excited for Casey and OB it kind of feels like we're building up to them working together, which I'm looking forward to, because I think that OB would want Casey to work with him because Casey has the whole guidebook memorized and that is music to OB's ears. So I'm really hoping that we can get like a dynamic duo with those two. I really like both actors and both characters so far, so my fingers are crossed for that. So we need to find either Renslayer or Miss Minutes in order to fix the ultimate problem that's going on right now. Renslayer, they said they got a hit on her temp pad, and I couldn't help but feel like, I don't think this was the case, but it almost felt like they were hinting that that Sylvie had it, but now that I'm thinking of the episode, I don't think that was the case. And then just what they said about Miss Minutes, like having to convince a rogue AI to help them and essentially not do the original purpose of the TVA, which Miss Minutes would not go for. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited to see what's to come. I think that's about all I have to say about episode 2. So episode 3 is called 1893. Cool title. No idea what's to come with this, but I'm excited. So let's go check it out.
Sylvie, without the TVA, all of this, everything is gone.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like they went from pruning branches to then learning truth, but then now they still have to tame the branches, otherwise anyway, it's confusing.
I got a hit on Renslayer's temp pad.
Okay, why do I still feel like she knows where it is? Like she has it. I love that version of the Marvel theme, actually. All right, Chicago. Well, that's an arrow to Chicago. Renslayer. Oh, it is Chicago. Okay. 1868, Sacred Timeline.
This can't be the right place.
Behind you.
You told me I was going somewhere important.
Oh, bless your heart.
He told me that we need to put this package in that window. This was the plan he made when he knew the end was near for him. You don't exactly blend in. Okay. Better.
A little bit, yes.
You and I will be right by his side.
Kid him. The whole guidebook.
It's stable right now, but the branches Doc's pruned are growing back. We need to scale the loom's capacity to manage all those new branches. Otherwise, it will fail. And the TVA will be destroyed, and we're all gonna die.
There has to be another way.
We can hack into the system.
What about Miss Minutes? Can she open up access to the loom?
Miss Minutes, what about it?
She has administrative access to the entire TVA.
And how are we gonna find a little rogue cartoon?
That would be very difficult, yes.
We find Renslayer, we find Miss Minutes.
It's gonna be an awkward reunion, face to face with the woman who tried to kill us both.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe she got out of her system.
No, wouldn't count on that. Okay, so it was a legit temp pad catch, and it's still on her.
We got a hit on the
Loki,
temp pad,
Mobius,
from
looking
right
fantastic.
Here, Chicago, 1868 to the same spot, 1893.
Why would you go to the same place twice?
I don't know. I'm trying to connect the dots.
Kid versus adult, right? This is the window, isn't it?
Let's go to 1893.
Ooh.
Edison, H.H. Holmes. Yes, Hot air balloons.
Melvin, debut on 4th of July. Ghost Clock continues to haunt the Midway.
Ghost clock. Oh, shoot. Photo and everything. Or drawing, rather. Yes, drawing. That's her. Oh, fun. Transition. So fun.
Cracker Jack concession stand is a high traffic area. It was necessary and logical to go there.
Okay, Mobius.
This has to be a joke.
Does it make you a little homesick?
It's completely inaccurate, first of all.
You don't think that looks like Odin?
I think it does.
I mean, he could reduce an entire culture down to a simple diorama.
Is somebody feeling a little left out? You know, sometimes I forget that you're one. You are one of them. Blows my mind.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's both funny and sad.
Mobius, look.
Temporal.
Oh, temporal marvels.
This is it.
I think she's here. Is that the loom?
I think so.
Time is everything.
It's him. He who remains.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
sound like this terrifying figure.
Listen, Mobius, listen.
This is one of the variants that He Who Remains warned me about. It's coming. It's beginning. Oh, look where we are. I mean, does he really?
Not right now.
Temporal loop. Invert the temporal decay of the electricity flowing through it. Fine threads of power is transformed into order.
So you can light a few bulbs? Big deal.
I do not want to light a city.
It's too small.
To power the entire planet! Because all science is fiction until it's fact! My friend!
Crazy.
We need to bring him back to the TVA.
You got your mind? You can't trust a variant of He Who Remains in the TVA.
That's a later problem. We have a very serious now problem. Yes,
Yeah.
and his aura is the only thing that
Yeah.
can get us access to the loom. And who knows what else he can do?
Will any variant work, though? I mean, I guess.
You give me the patent rights, and I'll facilitate production. No. Excuse me.
That face.
6, 7, 8, $850, $1,000. That's my final offer. I believe we have a deal.
That little smirk.
You sure your plan is gonna work? I told you it's not my plan, it's his plan. With our help, he'll be all he's meant to become.
Oh, does she see?
How about we settle this outside?
Gently. Excellent suggestion. I agree. Oh, come on.
The amazing Loki, everyone! He'll be here all week!
Timely and I are in the middle of discussing
Renslayer, this is only going to take a minute.
Do you all know each other?
Unfortunately, old friend.
colleagues,
It was a
really.
long time
I
ago.
can hardly remember.
I like that she doesn't seem overly surprised to see them.
You're a confidence trickster.
Luminary is the word you're looking
Luminary,
for, friend.
of course,
Yeah,
forgive
yes.
me.
My ideas are just ahead of their time.
Why wouldn't they be?
I just need the crude technology of this era to catch up with my visionary mind.
Your inventions are fake! Timely! Excuse me. I'll wipe that!
Very silly. I love the music too.
There's a thief in here! There's a thief wearing me! You know who I am, boy!
We have a He Who Remains variant. We can use his temporal aura.
Casey has had a really weird TemPad reading.
About 10 feet from where you're standing?
Look, you're really good at getting away. We have that in common. Sylvie! Sylvie, no!
Oh, Sylvie.
Get out of my face and let me finish the job!
You let Sylvie track you here.
Did it ever occur to you maybe she tracked you here? Why don't you tell me what's going on?
come on, just between us. What are you up to?
Can we talk?
We don't work together anymore, Mobius.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You asked me what I would do if one of his variants turned up, and I told you then I'd kill.
Yes, but things have
We need him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just when we'd have to learn to live a life on your branch. I understand that. But if the loom fails, there won't be a life to go back to. Not for you, not for anyone. And we can't fix it without him.
TVA is melting down, and he's the key to fixing the loom.
There is no we. Not anymore.
I don't know if Renslayer will ever get on board with anything.
Renslayer set him on a path that he wasn't meant for. You are waltzing him straight back into the TVA.
I didn't give him this book. I was shocked when I saw his face too. Maybe you're right. Maybe we should throw
What's he doing back there?
the lives they protect. Need him.
Miss Minutes? Yeah. This is your moment.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god.
This is on you.
Loki, come on.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Absolutely not.
Do it. I want to see. Just do it.
Refrigerator chair. Practical.
So, did you like?
Why do I get this little feeling? Those two are kind of eyeing each other.
Ladies, it's high time someone tells me exactly what is going on.
Yeah, he's confused.
A version of you created an entity called the Time Variance Authority. 2 variants of the same Norse god murdered him, which resulted in the creation of new timelines, which would each see the rebirth of countless different versions of you.
The story of myself that I always imagined is true.
Did you hear the murder part? I'll keep you safe.
Even before the TVA, or her, you created me. We worked together at the end of time. I know what a great man you can become.
Still love the voice actor for Miss Minutes.
Loki helped murder your variant.
But he was protecting me.
He switches sides. It's a well-documented behavioral trait.
It's at my lab across the lake.
Lake?
You'll love it. It's like the Caribbean of the Midwest.
You don't live here?
No, this is just a pied a terre.
Pied a terre? I don't know what that means. I'll have to look that up.
Outside!
Too late. Man has a crazy mustache. Good hiding spot.
Just one moment, thank you.
Love the camera rotating. That just happened. That was cool. I've also noticed that we keep switching between different color grading in this episode. We go from like browns to more like bluey greens.
What's this latest work of yours that's so important?
The key to understanding and manipulating time. Everything I've ever imagined. It's a TVA guidebook. I've never found out who.
Are we gonna tell him? Or he'll just figure it out.
I brought it to you.
You brought it to him the way the postman brings the post. We both know.
Oh boy. Miss Minutes is like, excuse me.
I like to think of it as a correspondence between myself and the visionary author, Ouroboros. The most important discovery I've made yet is a throughput multiplier. It could help you with your loom.
Pretty view in the background.
Thank you. I'm starting to see the man you'll become.
Appreciate that.
I have high hopes for this partnership.
Miss Minutes smiling after he took his hand off hers.
You heard her, Victor. Partnership. You had to do it. Bye.
Well, does this get Renslayer working with us now? Probably. Damn, that's rough. You're gonna try and go after them? Really? Good fucking luck. Well, I guess they're still on their way to yeah, so she'll just be following.
The culmination of my life's work. Let's go.
Now, what's the rush?
TVA.
I was thinking, it might be smart to lay low for a while. We made quite the ruckus back there.
Okay.
Okay.
Miss Minutes is like so sweetly evil.
That you liked Ravona better than
And
me.
she's extremely jealous.
Is there a sketch of me in that journal of yours?
Not yet, but
You gave me autonomy to write my own programming. I was allowed to have wants and follow whims and become who I am.
a loyal friend.
More than friends. The war. I alone was by your side. Why didn't you allow me a real body? We could truly lead together.
Yes, that's something I don't know how to do.
Yeah, fair.
You never even tried. With all your power.
You're talking to a variant of him.
Just kept me as your thing. Instead of what I could have been. Your girl.
Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Put that down. Don't do this. We're a team. You need me. I love you.
She was about to say she loves him.
Lover's tiff.
That was scary.
That's very dangerous.
I'm the one in charge.
Renslayer.
Hey!
Look at me. You have lost your way.
How dare you lecture me?
I'm not lecturing, I'm pleading.
Mm-hmm.
We've all lost our way. But someone has to keep track of the big picture here.
That would be scary sitting right there right now.
I'm the only one who can bring stability to the TVA because that's what I've been doing, thanklessly, for eons. All that matters is order versus chaos. I'm order.
No.
Sylvie!
I haven't done anything.
No, you will. You'll do terrible things.
That isn't me. You don't know.
From his perspective, yeah, gosh, this is so weird.
I can make my own choices. I'm not the man you think I am.
I really want to believe him.
Get him out of here.
Walk through.
All right.
Don't make me regret this.
Oh boy. No boy.
Here we are.
Here you are.
I suppose I've been a box you've been wanting to tick for a long time.
I've killed you 1,000 times. In my mind, it's crippling, that kind of obsession.
Yeah, not healthy at all.
It's power for you, isn't it? A seat at the end of time. Be careful what you wish for.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Wow. So is this the end of Renslayer then? I don't see how she could ever... Oof. I mean, yeah, she still has that.
Darn. I should have known.
I didn't realize she still had Miss Minutes.
It was foolish of him to make an enemy out of someone who knows all his secrets. I know a really big one about you. It's gonna make you real angry.
Okay. Okay. Let's check for a scene. Do we get one for this one? No, we do not. All right. Okay. Renslayer, Miss Minutes. I know a secret about you. I gotta keep remembering that these people had their minds wiped, right? So what if Renslayer and He Who Remains were a thing once upon a time, right? Which then would kind of like, you know, Victor and her kind of being cutesy here together, that would make sense, or that would track. I think it would also explain Miss Minutes' jealousy here, which is interesting to me because I'm not really quite sure how to read it. Like, it seems like she's super horny, attracted to him, whatever, but her jealousy could also be stemming from maybe whatever this secret ends up being. Like, if the secret is that Renslayer was involved with him before she had her memory wiped, then I don't know. We're halfway through and I feel like I just have more questions than an actual like proper review that I can give right now about, well, okay, so on the review side, let's talk about this episode. So the whole 1890s vibe with like big props to all the costume people on this show, the set designers. Like, this episode looked really, really, really good. Jonathan Majors, was not expecting to see him for so much. And that's just because of the news that I found out after watching Quantumania. Victor, he's an interesting person because, and I might be reading too much into it, but I can't help but feel like Victor is putting on this huge act right now. But I don't know. I don't want to assume that all the stuttering and stuff he's doing is just him putting on an act, but it almost feels that way to me. And that when we see him again, he's going to just kind of do one of these and then go into a completely different and closer to the version of him that we had at the end of season 1, but also Kang from Quantumania, right? Like, kind of being closer to those versions of himself, I guess. My brain feels like mush right now. Loki is great, like such a great show, but it really is like fucky with just trying to keep track of things. Once again, I have no theories on anything. It's confusing, but at the end of the day, though, everyone is kind of just on a chaotic path towards the same end. And by everyone, I mean like Sylvie, Mobius, Loki. I'm not really counting Renslayer at the moment. And then Victor, I mean. This is all well, actually. Yeah, maybe he's there's a part of me that's worried that he's trying to, or that he's kind of playing dumb with all of this. And I know from like a time perspective, it would make sense that like this version of him kind of already knows. But at the same time, he had the TVA or the guidebook, right? So he has a bunch of this knowledge, but like he even said, he just doesn't have the technology to actually see things through yet. So that's why I'm kind of like maybe it's even written. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense. Never mind. I also got to remember who wrote the guidebook in the first place. OB. I can't help but feel like OB is going to matter a lot more. And I'm not necessarily, I hope in a good way, but maybe not. I don't want to theorize too, like, because I love OB. OB is fantastic. I don't want to assume that he's like, well, no, because he said it was either a variant of He Who Remains or Miss Minutes could help him with what he needs help for. Because, I mean, Miss Minutes is so about He Who Remains that, like, she'll do anything that he would want. So I'm worried that Obi is, like, maybe gonna, I don't know, like, do something bad, and that's why he's, like, trying to get, anyway, I don't know. The show is crazy. The show is crazy, but it's so much fun. Just oh gosh, with how many timelines there are, and like we go to different periods of time. You think that I would be a pro at this by now for a few different reasons, but I'm still not sometimes. I'm still not. But anyway. Oh, one thing. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous that Miss Minutes is going to actually get a body in the last half of this show, this season. That could get interesting. I don't know how I feel about Miss Minutes. Like she's great in the sense of like the voice actor for her is doing such a great job. She's got an awesome voice, and I remember that very well from season 1. But I don't. She's very like villainy to me, and I think it's just her extreme jealousy that makes her like feel that way to me. But at the same time, I love the idea of the character though, and I also think the visual effects with Miss Minutes are really well done too. So yeah. It seems to blend in, at least to me, it blends in pretty well. So once again, I have absolutely no idea where this season is going. And I'll fully admit it's also because like knowing that Jonathan Majors in real life, like it was like during the filming of this, I believe that, you know, all that shit happened and then Marvel gave him the boot. So because of that, I feel like that also impacts my ability to like try and think of what might be coming, because I just like, I don't know what they were able to film before that all happened. And I don't know if they ended up having to change the writing of this show as a result of that, of this season rather. So anyway, I do find that kind of fun though. I thought that his acting was fine. It's just, it's hard to get a read on it though. Like it's like, for me at least, it's hard to know if Jonathan was like intentionally overacting because of what we find out in the future about this character, or if that's just the direction he was given and Victor is actually like this, and we won't see any kind of like personality change with him. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, having a good time though, as always, and I'm excited to see what's in store for episode 4, which is called Heart of the TVA. Oh, that was cool.
So it's almost ready.
A utopia at the end of time.
For us. For all time.
Always. The TVA awaits our commands.
Okay.
See you soon. Always.
The way this is done is neat.
Hey, boss. Fancy a game of chess?
Not today. Erase her memories. Erase all their memories.
If you say so.
I was here.
You were.
You didn't just help. It was you who commanded the army.
And while he sat on his throne, I continued to do all the work to keep him there?
Well, something like that. We don't need him. Maybe we never did.
Oh dear. But yeah, the way that scene was done was neat, where it was like kind of looking into a diorama almost of a memory. Once again, the symmetry in this show, I love so much. It's really apparent with this room and how they choose to film it. But even this, like this hallway, just really dig how the show looks.
It's all right.
What do you want with me?
Come with us, and we'll show you.
That didn't sound as reassuring as you hoped it would. I should have some say.
I don't disagree.
Is that my loom?
Yes, and you're the only one who can help us fix it.
La-di-da.
La-di-da indeed.
Forgive and forget.
She's a general of the TVA, and she wants to protect it at all costs. If you can convince her that this new version is worth protecting too.
I don't think it'll change anything.
Don't be so sure of that. Your words changed me.
Aw, I like her. I like both of them.
Sweet.
I love that,
So
like,
I built all
coffee machine, vending machine.
Take a look.
Trust me, it's not that great. And we don't have time. Come on.
Listen.
This guy, yeah, he just wants to explore.
The loom will still overload.
I don't understand.
I love these two working together. I'm so happy.
An OB.
O.B.?
Mm-hmm.
Or
From the
Boris.
book. Yes, I did. But I learned everything I know from a brilliant 19th century inventor named Victor Timely. If we had the resources, he would have been bigger than Einstein. What did you say your name was?
Victor.
Your work is based on his work, and his work is based on your work.
Exactly which came first.
It's like a snake eating its own tail.
Mr. Ouroboros, would you inscribe my handbook?
Only if you inscribe mine.
I was living in your engineering.
Mm-hmm. It's a big loop.
Here's a model I mocked up of the loom. To give the shoddy and slapdash work, it's not to scale.
Oh, it's fine, Obi. It's fine. It's fine.
Our throughput multiplier down the gangway into the launcher. Hit the green button, launch it towards the loom. It will scale the loom's capacity to manage the backlog of branches that was created when someone killed He Who Remains and released all those branches and ruined my life.
Hang on.
I love Obi so much.
The rings of the loom aren't wide enough.
That's correct.
Oh.
We need to make the rings bigger.
Well, how the fuck do we do that?
There's much more temporal radiation out here than there was when you went out there, Mobius.
Oh, so like we don't have suits for that?
I mean, Loki's really gonna have to hoof it then, right?
Wait a second, why is it suddenly me having to hoof it?
Well, because it's your turn.
Oh, Jesus.
Just because it isn't you, it isn't necessarily me.
Listen,
Yeah,
guys.
guys.
It doesn't matter who it is. Just needs to be super fast.
Great, so what are we waiting for? Let's do this.
What is he thinking?
Temporal decay outpaces your multiplier's throughput capabilities. I had the same problem until I made this. It's a prototype.
It will take a long time.
If anyone can.
It's you.
Okay, come on. Let's give him some space to work.
I feel like she's still very leery of all this, of him.
Everything is turning to shit, and you want to leave it to them while we go and have some pie. Great idea, Mobius.
Sylvie, wait.
No, I won't wait. Come on, let's go and get some pie. Doesn't matter that the branches...
Listen, y'all still gotta eat. Just saying.
You found out you're a variant, and you haven't even looked, have you? It's just another bad day at the office for you. Timelines are just lines on a monitor. Doesn't matter if you disappear, because you've never bothered to look if one of them was yours. Chewy pie.
I wonder if we're gonna get that. Mobius taking a peek. I feel like what Sylvie just said maybe is actually weighing on him now.
I don't want any of this, but I know you care about the TVA. If we have to fight to defend this place, can we trust you?
You're serious?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Give them time to think that over.
What if they don't go for it?
Go and help Mobius keep an eye on Timely.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yes, it's a room of pies. It just looks like they're all the same flavor of pie, though, and that's, I mean, you gotta mix it up, right?
You spared Timely's life, and because of that, the TVA and those timelines will survive. Those people will survive.
Putting a lot of faith in those three back there.
Yes, we are.
It would just be easier to burn this place down and start from scratch.
Sure, burn it down. Easy. Raising things to the ground is easy. Trying to fix what's broken is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Hope is hard.
Mm-hmm. Those lines hit after watching Andor.
Then we hope that Timely doesn't turn into He Who Remains or someone worse. That's a lot of hoping, Loki.
It is.
It's up to us to do better than He Who Remains.
Sounds like whatever we do, we're playing God.
We are gods.
I think that was meant to be funny, but to me it was. It's like, Sylvie, remember who we are? Thanks. Yeah.
They're gonna prune us the minute they don't need us.
B-15 has integrity. I don't need to agree with her to know
She
that.
does.
The only thing you want to protect is yourself, Ravonna, and you. This is really disappointing, I must say.
I know, I'm working on myself.
Oh my gosh.
The temporal loom is imploding. And this place is hours away from becoming a crater in the cosmos.
Well, what's your plan then?
Anyone who joins me right here and helps me restore stability to the TVA will have a life on the timeline if they want it.
Well, heck.
I thought you could see the bigger picture.
For the first time, I finally am seeing the bigger picture. X5, look at me.
life in the timeline was that good.
How does it feel, knowing that all of us here would rather die than follow you out that door?
Well, this, not her face being one of like sheer excitement and joy. Fuck you, Miss Minutes. God damn it, Brad.
Let's go, X5.
Wow. Crazy scene.
Spectacular. Everything is going according to plan. Good. What is that?
Hot cocoa machine.
Hot cocoa machine?
Yeah.
This temp pad's not working.
Maria?
You're interested in this machine?
Absolutely, he
This
is.
one's not connecting either.
Could I take a look?
Can you sit tight for just a second?
I can take him.
Can you?
No. No.
Oh,
Oh, crap. I really dig that that machine actually like has a purpose now. Shit.
Sorry.
Are you, Brad? No, I don't believe it. I don't think you are.
All your files are being corrupted in real time.
Something's still messing with this thing.
I mean, yours wasn't working either.
Oh, it's Miss Minutes.
Mm-hmm. Fucking AI, dude.
Timely's gone. Miss Minutes is back.
Docs and her team are dead.
It's gotta be Renslayer.
That would be the only option, yep.
Without Timely, it doesn't matter.
We gotta find him. They took him back to the timeline. Where else would they have gone?
No, Renslayer doesn't want him. She wants the TVA.
Sit down.
I'm done listening to your lies. You're gonna tell us where to find your device.
If you don't like what I have to tell you,
He's gonna find a very thorough and incredibly painful way to kill you.
Okay.
Sylvie? You okay?
Yeah, just take that clock.
She's trying to slow us down.
Take the stairs.
So is this where we're gonna get her? Because we gotta have that scene from earlier where she sees a different version of him, right? Or a different time of him.
We're running out of time. Come on.
We are. This is getting intense.
Pretty tech savvy.
Okay, here it is.
I promise you this will make sense.
That's how I feel right now.
Hello?
About time. What's taking you guys so long?
Miss Minutes is sabotaging everything. It's slowing us down.
Could take her offline if I reboot the system. But we'll lose the entire safety system.
What?
It's the safety system.
Like what?
The dampeners that prevent people from using magic at the TVA. We would have to turn that off too.
Love it.
Someone's trying to reboot the system. I can't access it. I'm being locked out. Locked out.
well, marking
Good.
just isn't necessary.
God. Wow.
You'll never be him.
That's new.
Love that there's like no
What do
sound
you say,
except
X5?
breathing.
Fancy a rematch?
What's going on?
Come here.
What is going on?
Let's go. Now, let's go.
my life.
Yes.
Time to return the favor. Let's go.
Oh, they were able to briefly use magic. Does he know what he just did, though?
But first we need Mr. Timely's aura scan so we can get the blast doors open.
Okay, let's go.
Just put your head in the scanner.
You'll be fine.
Welcome, he who remains.
Worked. Can I come out?
It's worse than I thought. We have to move fast.
Yes, we do.
I'll put the suit on.
Okay, let's go then.
It should be me. Something wrong could happen, and I know how the throughput multiplier works.
I mean, yeah, making a good point. I'm also nervous that something's still gonna go wrong.
Time to be brave.
Still in the same suit, though? Oh. My God. He just got stringed out.
What? Where is he?
He's gone.
What happened?
It's over. The temporal radiation is just too high.
What did we do wrong?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Was not expecting that at all. I figured maybe he would die like at the end of the bridge thing, but not immediately out of the door. Okay, no post-credit scene. I don't know what to say. It is impossible for me to think of what might come in this show. Like, we only have 2 episodes left, and that was a pretty big cliffhanger, I feel. To just have him immediately whoosh like that. Yeah, I got nothing. I still am in like shock that Dox's team Renslayer just fucking threw them all in a box like that and killed them, squished them, smushed them. Sure, they weren't likable, but that's harsh. That's crazy. That's brutal and awful. Okay, I won't lie, guys. I'm really tempted to just jump into the next episode because that was just too big of a cliffhanger. I don't want to do like a full review here. Let's just jump into the next one. Episode is called Science/Fiction. Ooh, I like that title. All right, let's get into it.
Every step you took to get here, I paved the road.
Okay, interesting that we're getting that scene as a previously on.
Temporal radiation is just too high.
Oh, I just had a thought. Maybe it couldn't be him to go with. I mean, would that make sense? I don't know. I just had the thought of like maybe that wouldn't happen to everyone. Like if Loki had done it, maybe that wouldn't have happened to him. I don't know. Oh, love his eyes so much. Okay, we're back to before things got really crazy.
This is not happening again!
Hello?
Oh, crazy. Oh my gosh. Very trippy. Oh, it looks like, remember Play-Doh? And like those heads and you could like Play-Doh hair. That's exactly what this reminds me of. I have no clue how this is gonna end. San Francisco. 1962 in a branch timeline. Damn.
Casey! Thank God you're here. Is everyone here? Who are you? Not again.
Sorry. Yeah.
Alcatraz. What? I don't know how I got here. That's the problem. I don't know what's happening, Casey.
Frank, why's this guy calling you Casey?
His name's Casey.
I don't know this guy. I don't know you.
Oh, man. So do we have to find everyone now? All right, so we... Oh. I'm gonna assume that's where Mobius is.
Okay, so we got a good cast on here for you. It's gonna help you heal nicely, but you're gonna have
2012 New York branch timeline. I love B-15.
But you might forget how bad it hurt over the
Pediatrics. Love that for her. Oh my goodness.
Little miss slapping you in the face.
Your son's calling on line 3.
Tell him I'll call him back.
2022 Cleveland.
Well, they say the person...
There he is. Yeah.
You're here.
Oh, yes. Every day of the week except Sunday, 9 to 5.
The TVA is gone.
I think you mean ATV.
1994 Pasadena.
This is our tank contingent. Don't think I've ever seen this one before.
It's really good. He's one of the greats. I read everything he does.
Ooh.
AD Doug.
Are you buying your own book?
I told you to stop putting your sci-fi.
Science fiction is a well-respected and thought-provoking genre.
Well, nobody buys it here.
The whole bookstore doesn't have science fiction? It's like one of the best genres. I think we can count on him to help Loki, right? I hope so. Oh, this looks, wow. This looks like the room from the TVA, very similarly. The walls are the same. Scared me too.
What I'm about to tell you is going to be hard to believe.
This is the one most likely to believe you.
Of course I believe you. It's a dream come true.
I told you.
One of my characters has come to life and needs my help.
One of my characters.
My most popular book of all time?
You are a writer.
Yes. Science fiction.
I'm doomed.
But, and this is kind of embarrassing. I had to get a PhD to...
I just had a thought. Okay, so he wrote the TVA handbook. This room looks like his room at the TVA.
Quit and write full time. You have no idea how hard it is to breathe. Hey, look at this. Here's a copy. What exactly are you trying to do?
I need to go back to before the temporal loom melted down.
You time travel in a place that has no time, right?
Right.
So you traveling to a place that doesn't exist anymore is equally impossible. And therefore, it's something you might be able to do.
Sure, makes total sense. Doesn't sound like science.
No, but it does sound like fiction.
It does.
You need to learn how to control your time slipping.
It's random.
But it isn't random, because you keep ending up around exactly the people you're looking for.
Exactly.
You're not just slipping in time, you're also moving around in space. It's like you're a better version of one of those tampads.
You make it sound like it's a good thing.
With science, it's all what and how. But with fiction, it's why.
I'll tell you why. Because if I can't save the TVA from being destroyed, there will be nothing to protect against what's coming.
You should be able to control it.
I'm trying.
I don't know.
Maybe you need to try harder.
Brother. This must be so frustrating.
Maybe we focus on the science.
Oh, not fight or flight.
Okay, let's forget about the time slipping.
Then maybe the place and time you're looking for still exists, but you just don't know where to look for it. Hold this.
Yeah?
The thing in the back looks like the loom with all the timelines branched.
A group of people would have a collective aura unique to that moment in time. If we can get everyone together in one place, we can read that aura. It'll be like coordinates.
And we can use these coordinates to get back to that moment in time.
No.
Why?
Oh man, this casting was fantastic.
I would have to invent it all from scratch. It could take a whole lifetime.
Only now just realizing you have that, huh?
What if you had that knowledge?
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
You tell me you wrote it. There's one on every desk at the TVA.
So I am gonna write a bestseller.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Let's get to work.
Oh, that's a problem.
Maybe he'll be back.
Sean, go get him. Come on. Hurry. And if you keep him from burning down the house, I'll get you a puppy.
And the snake?
Then we'll negotiate later. Run. Hurry.
Am I remembering Mobius saying Sean somewhere in season 1?
I was in a bit of a time crunch.
Yeah, you were looking for ATVs.
The TVA.
Yeah. Wife is long gone, and I can't ride 2 of them. Plus, the boys are probably gonna need braces and math tutors.
Aw.
I'm afraid I'm not here to buy a jet ski. I'm going to tell you something that's hard to understand, Mobius.
Mobius?
Mobius, that's your name. Mobius is your real name, and you belong in a place called the TVA.
I don't want any trouble.
It's all right, I'm a friend.
He's...
I'm a friend, too.
What? How did you build a TemPad so fast?
I don't know if I say 18 months is fast. Well, 19 months. I had to take a break and move out when I lost my job and my wife left me. So what now?
What's happening?
I promise you this will make sense.
Wow, okay. This is crazy.
Reality isn't what you think it is.
I don't understand.
You saw something in me that I hadn't seen in myself.
Are you really my friend? I am.
Yeah.
Why don't I remember that?
It's too complicated to explain it to you now, but I need your help to save this place. You once told me it was the only life you'd ever known.
I sell jet skis, man.
This is heartbreaking a little bit.
What about my boys?
They'll be fine.
I can't leave them. What do you mean they'll be
I understand.
fine?
Listen, you can come back anytime.
Oh, you were at the shop earlier, right?
It'll be like you never left. Your boys won't even know you're gone.
Yeah, but I will.
All of existence is in grave danger.
I don't care.
And your boys are in danger too. I can't keep them safe unless you help me.
Just pretend you're Dawn right now and like someone is a complete stranger is approaching you and being like this. We would all react the same way.
Mobius.
It's a pretty cool name.
It is. All right. What is her name here? Casey. I kind of feel bad. All this work to escape Alcatraz, and then he's just gonna get, yeah. Has to be done though. Come on, Casey, we need you.
So, is this everyone?
Not quite.
No. There's one more.
Yeah. Okay, we really gotta get her.
Why wouldn't I?
Because nobody else did. Their lives were reset after the Loomis.
Yeah, I know, I was there.
I'm sorry. This isn't how I thought this scene was going to play out.
The scene?
No? What exactly were you expecting?
Oh God, why does that? We're not going to talk about we're not going to talk about the food and drink disappearing?
It was never his choice to begin with, Loki.
But Mobius should have a choice now. And I can't give it to them without you.
What do you want?
I want to stop He Who Remains.
No, wrong. Try again. What is it that you really want? Come on.
I want to save this. Everything. All of it.
Is it really that hard?
I was just going to say she's...
The TVA. Back.
And?
What do you want? I want my friends back.
2 bourbons, please.
I don't want to be alone.
See? We're both selfish.
Damn.
I know this is hard, but your friends are back where they belong.
But without them, where do I belong?
We're all writing our own stories now. Go write yours.
How much longer are we gonna be?
Oh, his shot glass just disappeared. Okay.
So that doodad just takes you wherever you want to go?
Within time and space? Yeah.
I'm confused about where we are because this looks like his room that we found him in, but it also looks like the TV. It's got to be the same, right?
Or, by the way, it's also nice just to get out on a...
Gosh, I love so much how far back the camera is and how zoomed in it is.
Borrow this thing for a bit.
Yeah, very cool shot.
You should all go home.
Hey, Lyle.
Hey, how's my only regular doing?
No.
This will either cure what's ailing you or make it a whole lot worse.
We really need to work on your sales technique. Thank you.
I think his sales technique is fine. Yeah, we have a problem. We have a problem. Glass is gone, isn't it? Yep. Yep. Sick. All right. We've got a problem. Very cool. Visual effects. Oh my gosh. Sylvie. Sylvie. Yeah. 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 No. What happens to her? Right, I forgot she had that. Wow.
You showed up and told each of us that we're the key to saving all of existence, and now...
So that whole timeline is just gone.
You should go back to your sons.
I know, but that's just it. You said they were in danger.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're okay?
You should all just...
Sylvie, find them, hopefully.
Just fine without him.
No, they aren't. There must be something we can do.
Go back. We can stop the loom from melting down.
We need to read the collective temporal aura of everyone in this room on the temp pad. Where did it go?
No. No! No! Oh my gosh. I truly have no idea where we're going with this story here.
No, I have to go back to see my boys. But...
Dr. Willis. I think I missed that earlier. Oh, that's terrifying.
There's nowhere left to go.
No.
Do you think that what makes a Loki is the fact that we're destined to lose?
I hope not.
There's nowhere left to go.
Quick, grab her.
No, they aren't.
I did it.
What?
I controlled it.
Oh, yes. Okay, cool.
It's not about where, when, or why. It's about who. I can rewrite the story.
This show. Okay, credit scene? Nope. Actually, I'm glad that this show does not have very much of them. Okay, man, there were some like genuinely good talks and emotional hits in this episode, which I really, really enjoyed. Mobius, just getting to see, I've been so curious about that ever since it was first talked about in this show. I've always been interested in knowing what Mobius was originally like, and now we finally got to see that. 2 boys, he works at a jet ski sales place, of course, and he just seems really, really nice. Everyone, actually, well, with the exception of Casey, maybe, you know, being a criminal and all, but everyone seems like B-15 being a pediatrician is lovely, and even OB, like, I love that his main timeline self is pretty much still the exact same type of person, you know? And yeah, I can't get over how his home, room, whatever, like looks exactly like the one at the TVA. Like I can't help but feel like that's extremely intentional and not coincidental at all. But I have no predictions. Like, does that mean that he as much, because I gotta remember too, like, he wrote the handbook, he wrote the TVA handbook. So yeah, anyway, we only have one episode left, which feels nuts. Like, I don't know how we're gonna, anyway, but I have faith. I have faith that everything is gonna make sense. the time travel and the timelines and the branchingness and the main and the blah blah blah, like how it's handled in the show, and then on to mention just like Loki and Sylvie themselves. Like, I feel like this show has definitely been one of the more confusing ones in all of Marvel, but still really enjoyable because I'm really invested in Loki. And I mean, we've been with this character now for so long. Obviously, he hasn't been present in all that much relative to everything that we've seen, but yeah, and Tom Hiddleston just plays him so well. And anyway, so the season has been very like fucky for my head, but I've been really enjoying it, and I'm hoping for the best here. I really am with this finale. I'm hoping for the best. I do want to see what the next episode is called. Glorious Purpose? Okay. I really am wondering now if this finale is going to bring about a crazy amount of like sudden, like, oh, for anything that's happened before this season, just in Marvel in general, and like with how the phases have gone, like just because we're dealing with literal timelines and stuff, or because they brought back that like our Loki's just destined to lose line that Sylvie told him from season 1. Because we heard that again, like I know Loki is determined to make things right and such, but now I can't help but feel like maybe things don't work out like we might hope, and then this sets stuff for what's coming next in the Marvel phase. I don't know. I'm hoping for a good outcome here, okay? I'm hoping for a good outcome. This has been fun. This has been really fun. I think I just want to get right into the finale now. I will obviously talk more once everything's done and such. So with that, let's go ahead and watch Glorious Purpose.
I am Loki of Asgard, and I am burdened with glorious purpose.
Burdened with glorious purpose. I do feel like this finale is going to be a crazy amount of time slipping, so hopefully I can keep track. Oh, we're getting it in reverse? Fun. This is the first time that's ever happened, right? I'm definitely not used to seeing it like this. Super cool, though. All right, traveling back.
Watch it and get back. Got it?
Got it.
And Loki's gonna show up.
You okay?
Yes. We have to get Timely out there.
He's gone. It's over.
What do we do?
What could we have done differently?
We took too long.
Faster.
Okay. No time to argue. Come on.
I love that this song is playing.
Multiplier, hit the green button, launch it, and get back, okay?
Is this...
Okay.
That's exactly right.
Because it happened as soon as soon as he stepped outside. I don't think this is... Yeah, like, you can't just run faster.
Get in, get suited up, get down the gangway as fast as you can.
How many times are we gonna do this?
Miss Minutes, I know right now you're hurt and you're angry, but we need your help in finishing the throughput multiplier fast.
Okay, this is fun. Oh my gosh, that skin question mark is still on the computer. Can we talk about how exhausting this would be for Loki, though?
Again. Come on.
Oh, that seemed like slightly more progress that time. Couple steps of progress.
This is Victor Timely. Victor Timely, this is Ouroboros. Guess what? The TVA handbook, you both wrote it. Isn't that amazing?
Ouroboros.
Nice to meet you.
Here.
But it's gonna take some time to adapt my throughput
How long?
multiplier.
How long?
Depends. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, what is that?
Obi, how long will it take me to know everything that you know about mechanics, physics, and engineering?
Oh my gosh.
How much do you know?
Let's assume I don't know much, but I'm a fast learner, and I'm a god.
Loki, it's better if we work alone.
Obi, I understand, but if I had to know, I mean, I really had to know.
Decades.
Centuries.
Yeah. Centuries later.
Total sense. But Loki, I'm not questioning your surprisingly advanced engineering skills, but maybe OB should test that thing first.
Testing protocol is key to safe scientific advancement.
It's perfect. Tony, need you this way. We have to scan. Yes. Whatever you do not set the multiplier down or it will roll off the gangway. Okay? Don't forget. Be brave.
Wow. The amount of work that Loki is doing to try and fix this.
It's like someone's coming for your job. That's right. I'm a coming. OB, watch your back. Casey.
This must be so confusing for them because they don't.
What the shit are you doing?
Yeah.
Trust me.
They don't have all the memories of doing this over and 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 over again.
This all seems a bit rushed.
Only to you. Trust me, if you stop, you die.
Okay. Okay.
Be brave. You're being so brave.
Okay, so they've done this before where he's made it out.
Before you know it, you'll be at the end of the gangway. Well done.
Does that mean he's made it to the end before? Okay, we're here.
Not yet.
Come on. No,
Victor, what did I tell you?
No. Get up. Come on. Okay, now rotate. Button push.
Right. Listen to me carefully. Hit the green button.
Green button. No.
Hit the button. It can be a little sticky.
Oh my gosh. So we've done this before too, because he just said that it could be a little sticky.
Now come back. Quick. Get back. It's gonna work this time. Come on, Victor.
Is it, though?
Go.
Pumpkins. It's working.
I'm gonna go check the systems. Did it work?
Oh, yes, it worked. Look at this. You did it.
Centuries.
These readings are off.
How can the readings be off? How
The loom is overloading again. But there's just too many branches.
The branches of time are duplicating and expanding at an infinite rate.
I don't understand.
It's a scaling problem. Ilum will never be able to accommodate for an infinitely growing multiverse.
Yeah.
You can't scale
Yeah.
for infinite.
Yeah.
It will never be enough.
Never enough.
So we gotta go back to.
It's almost as if as soon as the timeline started branching, this was doomed to happen.
I'm sorry.
Where are we going, Loki? That's kind of what yeah.
Stop. I felt what you feel. You don't want this.
What's happening?
You're right. I can't be trusted. You have to believe me. You cannot kill him. You must not follow through. It all ends if you do. I know this sounds strange. I've seen it.
He has spent centuries.
Get out of my way.
I won't.
No.
If you want me to stop, you'll have to kill me.
Now how long do we do this? Oh, fuck. I feel so bad for Loki. I feel so bad for him. I really hope. Does he actually have to kill Sylvie for this to work?
If you want to stop me, you'll have to kill me. If you want to stop me, you'll have to
kill you, I get it. Why do you never try to stop her? Fight back. Do something.
So, how many times have you been at this?
No way. No way.
Come on, you're not telling me you haven't learned how to pause time yet. I figured you'd be way past that. Don't worry, lover boy, she's okay. This isn't the first time we've had this conversation, is it?
How did you know?
I know about the slipping. And who do you think paved that road? Oh, kiddo, did you really think I was just gonna sit back and let her kill me? R.I.P. HWR? Reincarnation.
He did say that. He did say that. And the whole see you soon thing.
Okay, when you're ready to have a conversation. Okay?
And what makes you think this is the first time we've had this conversation?
Oh.
Well done. You're my favorite. Seems you figured it all out. You're having some problems with the temporal loom. Scaling problem, that's what he told you? Victor told you it was a scaling problem. Wow, no. No, there's no problem. The temporal loom is a failsafe. Deletes the ones that aren't supposed to be there.
What a waste of time.
My variants are already out there.
We'll find them.
There's too many.
I won't stop.
Doesn't matter.
Never stopped me before.
But the outcome to this equation, you lose.
That's what I was afraid of, but I still have hope.
I'll change the equation. I'll break your loom.
But the loom prevents a brutal war where nothing survives, Loki. Not even the sacred timeline. I was here, alone, at the end of time.
I understand.
I keep us safe. Can't you see what I'm offering here is mercy?
For me? Or for you?
Mm-hmm.
I'll find another way. Okay.
And around, and around, and around we go. Make the hard choice. Break the loom and you cause a war that kills us all. Kill her, and we protect what we can.
What are you gonna do?
Finish what I started. Claim my throne.
No, but king of what exactly?
This is getting crazy.
You want to know what makes Loki tick? Burdened with glorious purpose. My life was a waste of time.
Okay, it looks like someone got a hold of the set list. How are you doing this?
Mobius, I need your help. How do you choose who lives and who dies? But really, you're the one doing it.
Because it was the proper flow of time. You're not gonna find comfort at the TVA. A couple of hunters went out on a mission to find a variant who's gonna be responsible for 5,000 deaths. The variant is an 8-year-old boy who's just minding his own business. And one of the hunters, who had never had trouble pruning before, he had never hesitated, but that day, he did.
Yeah.
He paused.
Yeah.
Timeline started to branch, more variants appeared. Happened so fast his partner had to step in and prune the kid. Gotta keep the big picture in mind. Most purpose is more burden than glory. And trust me, you never want to be the guy who avoids it because you can't live with the burden.
Oh.
How do you live with it?
Scar tissue.
What happened to your partner, the hunter who pruned the boy when you couldn't?
Well, things worked out fine for her. She actually became a judge. You know, she's the reason you're here. Renslayer.
Mm-hmm.
She knew the hard thing to do was the thing that had to be done. And by hard, I mean impossible. Now, there's no comfort.
Mobius is probably so confused right now. Oh. Okay. Okay.
We're outside time. I finally learned to control the time slipping. I went back. I thought I could fix the loom. It was designed to protect the sacred timeline and nothing else. I'm out of options, Sylvie. I've tried everything. The only way that anything
As
survives...
if I never kill he who remains in the first place.
Yeah.
So you have to kill me.
What do I do? It's the sacred timeline or nothing.
Do you really want to be the god who takes away everyone's free will so you can protect that?
But what good is free will if everyone's dead?
And who are you to say we can't die trying? I've lived through enough of them to know that sometimes it's okay to destroy something.
If there's a hope that you can replace that thing with something better.
Oh, this finale's intense. Okay, so we're back here again. Oh.
Hey.
Open the door. Loki!
I know what I want. I know what kind of god I need to be. For you. For all of us.
No! Loki!
Oh gosh. Cool effects. Ooh. It's goodbye. I love the music right now. It's so good.
He's giving us a chance.
I'm sorry, I really haven't talked much in the last, I feel like it's been 10 or 15 minutes. I'm sorry. Oh. Watching this now, it kind of like, it's making me realize that this whole time of Loki trying to fix it, it's like he forgot that he has this power. He is a god. He can, you know. But it was like it was almost like he was trying to avoid that though, because he knows his power, but failed to realize that he needed to do this. But at the same time, every step got him here, so. Whoa. This looks really cool. Like a tree and roots. After. Period. Let's grow together, nurture our nature for a stable future.
Your team are doing an excellent job.
Look at that.
Hey, y'all. I'm Miss Minutes.
And are we sure she won't
try to kill us all?
Yeah.
Comforting.
I guess one of them caused a little bit of a ruckus on 616 adjacent realm, but they handled it, so we're all good for now.
You headed up?
Yeah, I'll meet you up there.
He's gonna look.
You're leaving.
You think the TVA is gonna miss a tired,
Yes.
washed up old analyst?
Yes.
The heart of gold. Gotta go see what exactly it is we've been protecting for all this time.
That's fair, right?
They need you in there.
Are you scared?
Oh, yeah.
Second edition. Love it. No book. Hey, Renslayer. Oh. Huh. I don't like that I'm seeing purple.
The inmates are running the asylum. Okay, peace.
The yard could do with a bit of work.
Okay.
Never look, never know.
It's weird that Loki's not here, isn't it?
Yeah.
See you around, I guess.
Where are you gonna go?
You?
I might just wait here for a little bit. Let time pass.
Oh, I love this for him. I'm happy that Loki solved, fixed. You did it. No scene for this one either, which I guess makes sense. Was hoping for one though. Hi. So, this was a really confusing season, but this finale, I think I've got a good grasp on what happened. And I'm really excited to read all your comments because I'm sure that a lot of you watching have probably rewatched this numerous times or gone online and read discussions about it and stuff, especially as the episodes were releasing. The way I understand what just happened is that Loki is now the new He Who Remains, but selflessly so. And his glorious purpose this entire time was to be the ultimate, like, multiverse god or time god. Because, okay, so he's the one keeping everything going with his magic, right? With his magic, his green magic is now infused into every single timeline and is shaped into the tree. And he's at the center of it all for all of eternity, keeping it going. He also now will be able to, because he essentially chose to keep things going and chose to fix things instead of just letting the loom destroy everything but the sacred timeline. Because all those universes still exist, that means that all the variants of He Who Remains will still exist. But now Loki has the ability to do what He Who Remains did and be able to find those variants and then deal with them. Well, not him, but he can, the TVA, there's still a purpose for them, and that would be to deal with those variants, right? To ensure that, like, nothing can ever fuck this up. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm right with that, and that's my understanding of everything that this finale was crazy. Like, it's so funny. I had no idea how it would end, but then as we're watching Loki do this, then my brain was just like, duh. Like, I can't help but feel like through so much of this show, it's almost like we've kind of, because I think season 1 had a lot more Loki magic than this season. This season, Loki was very much trying to be, aside from the time slipping, of course, but otherwise he was trying to be very practical about this all. Like, I'm trying to wrap my brain around the fact that it took him centuries of time, of repetitiveness, of learning, of constant time traveling and repeating and trying. And every time they, like, originally when we were repeating through the whole loom stuff and Victor going out onto with the thing to do that, like, there was a part of me that I was, is this the way? Like, is this how we, I don't know, you know, like it's, I don't know. There was always this gut feeling inside of me that I was just like, I don't know if this is going to work. But then I couldn't think of, like, what the alternative would be. So I felt myself getting super emotional when he was out on that bridge and his clothes were tearing off, and then he forged his Loki look with the horns and everything, and then grabbing all of the timelines, all of the dead timelines, and, like, reviving them essentially with his magic and having them all turn green, and then just all of it forging into and weaving into this shape. And it was just the throne, like him forging that and then sitting on it, and just this is a really This is a really, really good end to this character. And now I guess moving forward, like we can always just have in the back of our mind, right? Like Loki is at the top of all of this, essentially. Keeping us going, keeping us alive. I appreciate that we got to sit with Mobius and B-15 for a bit. You can tell that Mobius really, really, really misses him, which is, yeah, it's, ugh. But hey, this was the most selfless act that Loki, I think, has ever done. Ever done. He Who Remains, I don't think, ever thought of this. And that conversation in this finale between the two of them, where both of them asked the question, like, this is the, or what did they say? Just the questions about, like, this is the first time we're having this conversation, right? Like, they both said it at different moments. So I don't think that he ever, like, maybe he did think of it and was like, well, Loki's a god. He's got crazy magic. He could theoretically completely, like, mess this up. But clearly in his mind, he never thought that that would ever happen because, yeah, Loki's kind of been a bitch. From the time we first met him up until, I would say, I mean, in season 1, he anyway, up until the show, yeah, Loki's been a bit of a bitch. For them to write this character in this, now also too, you guys will have to let me know, like, comics versus show. I know that the shows and the movies often will make changes from the comics, but I'm gonna assume that there's a lot of this that is, like, from the comics. So yeah, I don't know. I love this journey that the character has been on. This is a show I definitely want to go back to the very beginning and actually watch the whole way through, because I feel like so much is going to suddenly be clarified on a rewatch. Like, you guys let me know if you were someone that was about as confused as I was throughout this whole thing. Yeah, let me know if rewatching helped you, especially knowing the content. I feel like this finale, I do appreciate when shows are confusing at times, and then the finale kind of makes things click in a way, although I'm not confident on my understanding of this. I feel like I could be wrong here and there. So please let me know if I've missed something or if I'm not quite 100% with this. That's just my interpretation. That's just how it felt like it was coming across to me, is that Loki is the new He Who Remains, but we know Loki's good and is doing the right thing and is not selfish about it and is not, you know. And actually, speaking of, like, being really selfish about all this, so He Who Remains, because he knew about Loki traveling through time slipping, trying to fix things, he would have been, I'm just thinking about the whole loom with the failsafe, right? Like, he must have planned then and made it so that you wouldn't be able to fix, like what Loki spent centuries trying to do, which was getting Victor across the bridge to the thing, to shoot the thing to the, sorry, I'm forgetting names. It was yeah, names are names. They're confusing. I know that they've been said a billion times, but now I'm sitting here trying to recall it, and it's like, what were they called? Anyway, the bridge to insert the thing and twist it and then hit the green button and launch the thing into the loom. So He Who Remains would have, like, known that wouldn't work, or maybe intentionally built the loom so that wouldn't ever work. And then I guess He Who Remains in his mind would have then kind of, yeah, I guess it seems like he really just counted on a god, Loki, or a variant of Loki, or whoever. Like, yeah, I guess he just was like, well, he'll never do that. Like, he'll never put his own interests aside for everyone else's, so I don't have to worry about it. But then Loki did do that. Loki did do that, and now we're good, I guess, right? Now we're good. So, oh man, I wonder where Sylvie's gonna go. I wonder what she's gonna get up to. Mobius, I feel like he'll go back to the TVA, but I do think he will periodically, like, check in with Variant him, or rather, sorry, he's the Variant, so Dawn is like him. I feel like he'll check in with himself often, right? At least I hope so. Oh my goodness, timey-wimey stuff. If you guys want to watch my reactions to another show where I was confused up until the finale, check out my dark reactions. would recommend. If you've never watched that show before, would recommend. One of my favorite shows of all time now. Currently uploading reactions to it. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? I feel like I've talked about the finale enough and about like how crazy it was that Loki had to spend so much time trying to figure this out and do this, and the, you know, just the actual like what he did, sacrificing himself essentially to be that time god, right? I want to talk about kind of just the whole season, kind of all the way through. It was just really good. I think I definitely enjoyed season 2 more than season 1, but I do want to rewatch because I don't feel like I was this confused during season 1. Season 1 did feel a lot more like, I mean, I know that I was confused at times, but season 1, especially compared to this, felt a little bit more straightforward. This season was a lot. This season was a lot to try and wrap my head around. And I think that, yeah, a rewatch is going to be a lot of fun. But everything about this season, like, you know, we've got characters that came back that obviously like we met in season 1 and we're continuing with them, and just more development for these characters. And, you know, we had a few new faces, new names in here, Brad and Docs, those guys. Was Casey in season 1? I don't remember if Casey was in season 1. I'm sorry guys, I don't remember if he was or not. OB, oh my gosh, OB was definitely my favorite of the new characters in this season. Yeah, just fantastic character, including the like the sacred, I'm confused about what type of, anyway, the what was his name, AD something. Yeah, just a great character, a great character. Once again, the sets in this season were so good. The sets and the special effects work. I thought the visual effects were really great because the show, I think, does a really good job of blending the practical with the special effects. So I always love when care is taken into the actual like sets that the actors are in and, you know, performing in, and then just adding these special effects and where we need them, right? The CGI and stuff. So this was a joy to watch from a visual perspective. I really enjoyed the music as well. And because we did so much time traveling in this, like we traveled to different timelines and different periods of time and different locations and stuff. We just, yeah, we bounced around all over the place, and so it was so lovely. And with that too, then there was like all kinds of different costumes. Like I can't help but think about Chicago in the 18, whatever year it was, 18 something, like everybody, all the background actors, extras, like everyone was dressed and looking completely right in for the time and the place. And I really enjoyed that. So happy that the show took that kind of care for that. Just made it feel very alive and realistic. And I enjoyed that a lot. Tom Hiddleston, once again, he's this character. This is him. He's Loki, and just so good as this. And I am really excited. I'm sure that Tom really liked the ending for this character. I can't wait now to go like watch interviews and stuff with him and just get an idea of like his own thoughts with this. And same with the other actors as well. Like just getting to hear their insights. I've becoming a big fan of that lately. Yeah, there's been some shows I've watched, like Dark. I went and watched a bunch of actor interviews, and then Andor, I've been doing the same and watching a lot of interviews with the actors talking about their experiences and stuff. I'm valuing that a lot more lately. So I definitely want to do the same with these guys in Loki season 2 and just hear their thoughts on everything. And yeah, it gives me a bunch of appreciation for shows, I think, and I should probably be doing the same with movies too. But anyway, yeah, this was a lot of fun. I had a good time with this. I know that a lot of you think that this is your favorite show out of all of the MCU shows. If you're one of those people, I would love to hear from you down below. Let me know all of your thoughts on this series. Again, please help fill in the gaps for me because this is a lot. This was a lot, but yeah. I'm going to go check real quick and see if Loki is on Letterboxd. I can't remember if Loki season, it would probably all be together. So let me just see. The MCU stuff has been hit and miss, whether it's on Letterboxd or not. I just want to see if maybe there's some really good reviews. Oh, I forgot that I reviewed this. Yes, okay, Loki is on Letterboxd. I forgot that after season 1, I did come in and review this. So I hope that most of these reviews, season 2, or are these all from 2021? Is that when season 2 came out? Hang on. No, season 2 premiered 2023. Okay, so those are reviews I'm looking for. Most of them are all from 2021. Okay, maybe I won't letterbox for this one, or I'll just scroll through it later. Anyway, we'll skip that. We'll skip that for this show. With that, I now turn it to you and I ask you to leave your comments down below. So please let me know all of your thoughts. I am so excited. I'm also curious if you're someone that maybe finds this show a little like too confusing to be fully enjoyable, because I do know that's a thing for some people. So yeah, let's just talk about it. I'm excited. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate your support and for being here. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please click here to do so. If you want to watch something else of mine, please click over here. MCU playlist linked in my description. Feel free to save it, and then that way you won't miss out on any of the rest of my MCU reactions to come. Until next time, guys, have a good one. Take care.